Hello, I'm Faith Ann and I'm the Tea Traveler. Today I'm going to enlighten you about the second most consumed beverage in the world, next to water, tea. I have a true passion for this beverage and I want to show you why. When most of you think about having a cup of tea, you reach into the cupboard, grab a tea bag, and plop it into a cup of water. Guess what? There's more. There's so much more. So I want you to travel with me around the globe to visit the fascinating world of tea. Together, we will visit exotic locales and lush tea plantations. So let's go and learn it all together. Come on.
Hi, we're in Southern California at the warehouse of the International Tea Importers, where inside they have teas from all over the world. Devin Shaw, the owner, has agreed to take you and me on a personal tour of the warehouse. So let's quit wasting time and let's get going. Come on!
Oh, Devin, thank you so much for having us here today. I've never seen so much tea, and it just smells so good in here. Where do all these teas come from?
From a lot of countries. Tea is grown in over 35 countries and we import from over 14 countries. More than half of world's supplies of tea come from 4 major countries, which is India, China, Sri Lanka and Japan. India produces the world's finest black teas, China produces the world's best green teas, and so does Japan. And Sri Lanka produces also an equal quantity of finest green teas.
I've heard of all kinds of health benefits of tea. They always say that the white tea and the green tea is so much healthier for you for cancer fighting than the oolongs or blacks, and then I hear other stories about this and that. So can you clear up that confusion for me?
Well, all teas, since they come from the single bush, the Camellia sinensis, are all good. But depending upon how they're processed, makes a slight difference. But most of the studies worldwide have always been done on green teas, and that is why you always hear that green tea is more healthier. But all teas are healthier. Some of them have more antioxidants, some of them have less. For example, there are studies that have been done on white teas, and it has been determined that white teas have the most antioxidants, followed by green, oolongs, and black.
Well, all this talk about tea is making me awful thirsty.
Why don't we go and taste some nice Darjeeling, some second flush Darjeeling?
Did you set up a tasting for me?
Absolutely.
Oh, how
Please.
exciting. Let's go. This is great. And so what are we going to be tasting today?
Oh, we're going to taste the champagne of tea, Darjeeling, which is a tea growing region of India. And I've brewed a Darjeeling first flush and a second flush. You can see the first flush is more greenish, more lighter in the cup than the second flush. The second flush has a little bit more color, more reddish tint to it than the first flush. Generally, a slurping is done with a spittoon on the side, so that you slurp and then you spit. That's how tea is tasted.
Okay, slurp away.
And if you taste it a second flush, yes, that you should have a delicious taste. So a Darjeeling is just like a good bottle of wine. You can pay as much as you want for it, as long as you realize what you're getting.
Devin, the Darjeeling.
Hi, we're here at Paddington's Tea Room in Beverly Hills. If you're looking for that afternoon tea experience and don't feel like traveling all the way to the UK, after your Botox treatment, come to Paddington's for afternoon tea and their famous scones. I hear they have this supposedly very secret recipe. But there are no secrets from the Tea Traveler. So let's go inside and see what we can find out.
Oh, Julian, thank you so much for having us in your lovely tea room today. I can't tell you how much we're enjoying it.
Thank you for coming, Faith. It's a real pleasure to have you.
Now, I hear that your son Jason is with you and that he is the chef that prepares these scones and lots of wonderful tea-infused food. Do you think we'd be able to meet him today?
Sure. He's in the bag making some scones right now. So
great.
come back and
Okay, I can hardly
check it out.
wait. Okay.
Hi, Jace.
Hi.
Lucky to meet Faith.
Hey, Faith. Nice to meet you.
Same here.
Pleasure to have you in my kitchen. Just form this. Just give it a light push. That's right.
Okay.
Just a little bit more. Like I said, this is why these first cuts are the best cuts, because all the proteins in the dough are going in the same direction, so you're going to get a nice rise out of them.
Okay.
You'll notice the difference.
The difference, okay.
So I'm bringing it right up to the other edge. You don't want to leave too much space. Got a nice, beautiful scone.
Okay.
Now it's your turn.
Ooh, okay.
Right up to the other edge. Push all the way through. Now pick it back up. Just let it out with your hands. Exactly.
Oh my goodness, they're beautiful.
See what you've made? They're incredible.
That is good.
Any time of the day is good for tea. Children, all the way to, the elderly. Anybody can drink tea.
Koi?
Koi.
Koi fish?
Koi fish.
Oh, they're so big.
Koi.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Dan, it's so good to have you here today. Tell me, what's the most popular tea in Japan?
煎茶が日本では一番人気があります。日本のお茶の生産はほとんどが緑茶なんですけども、その8割が煎茶として消費されています。
Sencha. And why is sencha so popular?
煎茶がですね、17世紀頃に発明されるまでは、抹茶や釜入り茶しかなかったんですけども、なかなか庶民には馴染まれていませんでした。ただし煎茶が発明されてから、日本食に合っていたということもあると思うんですけど、徐々に庶民にも広まっていき人気が出てきました。
In America, we always hear, and it's very popular here, is the Japanese tea ceremony. Can you tell me a little bit about the tea ceremony, how it came about, a little bit about it?
16世紀頃に千利休という茶人がおりまして、この利休が、もてなしや、わびさびの精神を取り入れてこの茶道というものが確立されました。
さよなら。
さようなら。
Hi, Rena. How are you?
And how are you?
It is so good to see you.
Thank you.
We are here today at the charming Chado's Tea Room in Los Angeles, California, where they strive to make the perfect pot of tea. So, Rena, would you like to show us how to make the perfect pot of tea?
Sure.
Okay, Rena, now what do we need to do to make the perfect pot of tea? What do we start with first?
So in a pot this size, we put about 2 heaping spoons.
Okay.
We pour in the hot water.
All
We
right.
cover the pot.
I'll cover it. Okay.
We set our timer for about 3 minutes.
Oh, now that's a good idea.
And that way you'll have the perfect pot of tea.
And then when that goes off, you pull the sock
And then
out.
You just pull it out. After it's steeped,
After it's steeped for 3 minutes. And then you pour your
cover,
tea.
and then you can.
Perfect. The perfect pot of tea. Thank you. Now that is a perfect pot of tea. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm off to Las Vegas to attend the World Tea Expo, which will be packed with vendors and attendees. It is the only trade show in the United States totally dedicated to tea. With so many companies trying to capture baby boomer dollars, tea is a natural choice for them. Everyone is watching, and we will be there to cover all the excitement.